Would you love to become smarter, have more intelligence, and hold conversations better with others in the world? Developing great relationships and network connections because you have a greater understanding of the universe? Then I'm here to tell you to create your own library of books and a reservoir of information in which you can develop your intellect and your ability to think deeper and have greater understanding of various topics of life. If you'll join me in this video, I will talk to you about where you can pick up books, what kind of books to look for, and how you can open up your perceptions of reality by becoming more well-read and having a practice of daily reading. Over here, these are my secondary books. I have in my other area of this office space all my main books that I'm currently looking to read and that interest me the most. Over here, I have the secondary books that I felt like I can wait until a little bit later. But a lot of the books that I like to pick up are books on personal empowerment. Here we have like The Influencer, Get What You Want, Highly Effective People, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, How to Read a Person Like a Book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, just various cool books like that. Down here, I have more financial books. Tony Robbins, Money Master the Game. I have Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich. I have Mastering the World of Selling, all those kinds of things. Down here, I have my design books. I have more philosophy books called Practice the Power of Being Now, and Be Here Now, Change Your Mind, Self-Esteem, Emotional Intelligence, The Prophet Isaiah Effect, Wisdom Codes, and Human by Design by Greg Braden. We have The Thinker's Way. I have How to Say Things, How to Say It, Rhyming Dictionary, astrology stuff, dreaming books. I have healing and Reiki books around here, talking about angels and numerology. And then down here I have some cards, algebra, Spanish. I have some biology cards, things that I picked up at the Goodwill, by the way. So over here I have dictionaries and other various spiritual books, spiritual nutrition, human body, a thesaurus, and all kinds of things. But anyways, like I was saying, is you can buy these books cheap at Goodwill and thrift shops. You can go to the store and, Barnes & Nobles or Amazon, you can pay up for full value prices, which is fine because, sometimes you just need to get that one book, and you want to support the author as well, because I'm all about supporting people and their business and what they've been able to create. But also going to Goodwills and finding really quality books is something that I have enjoyed a lot. You can pick these up for like $1, $2, $3. And you can get like really high quality books, some that are worth, $50 to $100. And oftentimes I find a lot of these, cue cards, vocabulary cards, and various sets that you can learn from that will help your knowledge over time. I have some like these yoga cards that I've gotten from the Goodwill, and I'm really happy about it. It tells you everything about it. But honestly, it's getting into a practice of daily reading that's going to help you feel more confident about life. It's going to give you more thoughts and abilities to think and critically think at that as well, about life in general and how you correlate in the universe. If you ever wanted to know something about any subject in life, then one of the best routes possible is for you to dive your head deep into a high quality book. Look at Amazon for reviews and see if it's a good book, see if it's something worth your time, and get stuff that's going to, nourish your mind. And as my sign says here, read more together. If you've got a family, have a family gathering where you read a book together or you read to your child. Also, you could create a book club, have a weekly or a monthly meeting where you have a book that you talk about and you just got to read a chapter and then you have discussion. Or just, go out into nature, grab yourself a book, find a tree, go underneath it and just start reading away. I know some people often like to do like a chapter a day or something like that. If you can, and if you got the time, read a lot of information in one day. You know, there's different ways to go about reading. You could read it, one chapter a day and really absorb the knowledge, or you could speed read it and you could read a bunch of chapters and kind of get a whole bunch of information and try to read as many books as possible. Personally, I feel like reading a book slowly, chapter by chapter, and taking notes to be able to absorb the information properly and be able to retain it is key. I often will take notes and keynotes and make my own personal slideshows where I can go back and I can review the information and better retain it by doing studies on the information afterwards. Also, you can easily do this with dictation on Mac, where you could put dictation in and then just speak the words off the page and it'll automatically write into the slideshow. Or I just found out recently that you can take your camera, right, with your iPhone, and you can literally photograph the picture of the page and it will literally translate all the information and you can just copy and paste it right into the keynote slide, which is much faster in my opinion, and that's where I'm going to be going with from now on, so that I can easily just get the bullet points and make my quick knowledge, wisdom nuggets on the page. If you want to be more effective at life, then definitely pick up some quality books. Start to build yourself a nice little library. Get yourself a shelf like this and just fill it up with books. Even if you're not going to read them right away, just to have them around is just a nice thing to have. And not only that, is that I was told that just by having the knowledge around you can actually affect your consciousness and elevate you. It's like having a body of water where they took two bodies of water, right? And one was revortexed and spun to change the molecular structure. They took regular tap water and they brought it next to this restructured water, but they didn't meld them together, right? They just were two different vessels and containers. The revortexed water literally transformed the tap water, and the tap water became restructured and changed structures and molecularly by being next to that water. And they say you are who you surround yourself with in life, right? Well, if you surround yourself around negative people, you become negative. If you surround yourself around positive people, you become positive. Well, if you have a lot of positive, uplifting books around you or personal development books around you, it's my firm belief that the knowledge in these books can literally affect your consciousness just by being around them alone. And know that some people may think this is far-fetched, but I'm a firm believer that this is true. And even Wayne Dyer talks about this in some of his speeches, how he said just by holding the book around you is going to change you. And I was at the my own personal bookstore over here, and there was a lady, and I was sharing this idea with her, and she was a firm believer in it too. She's like, I already know this. I know this is true. I keep lots of good books around me. And so just find a lot of good books and start to read them. There's another key too. Someone was sharing with me. These are copper cups, and you can fill with water, and it can literally help your body get the copper it needs, and it can actually create a nice electrical current in you. But they said to fill it up with water, and you can literally sit it on top of a book overnight, and then in the morning drink it, and a lot of that information will literally transfer into that water, and you can absorb a lot of that higher energy and frequency. I pray that you will make a better daily practice for yourself reading books. I know that I'm going to work on that myself and take more notes and develop classes based on the information that I'm reading, so that not only am I becoming better in my intellect, but I'm also being able to share it with others so I can improve the world, help the community around me, and transform society in a positive light, bringing more love, kindness, and respect in the world through using my conscious mind. So go ahead, get out to the Goodwill today, buy some new books, go on Barnes & Nobles or Amazon, or go out to the local thrift shop bookstore you got. Wherever it is you look for books and find something, give it a look. Have a wonderful day. I'd love to have you like. Much love.